Listen to me carefully.
Are the blades prepared?
Right here.
And we've confirmed their provenance.
They belong to Aguilar, recovered at his burial site.
What are these?
Assume final preparations. Our regression, Andalusia, 1492. Record everything.
Arms ready.
What is this?
I'm sorry, Carl. This is not the way I like to do things.
And don't do it.
Insert epidural.
What do you want from me?
Your past. Listen to me carefully, Carl. You're about to enter the Anibus. What you're about to see, hear, and feel are the memories of someone who's been dead for 500 years.
Wait a minute.
You can't change what happens, Cal. Engage scanner. Status.
Scanning DNA chains. Searching for time frame. First memory match locked. DNA match identified.
Stay with it, Carl. Attempt synchronization.
We found Aguilar.
Synchronization achieved.
There. Commence regression.
When an object crosses over the edge of a black hole, its event horizon, the object enters a realm basically of empty space, of darkness, and it continues to be dragged toward the center of the black hole, toward what we call the singularity, where it gets crushed out of existence. Every object, in some sense, contains information because it contains a very specific arrangement of particles. So where is the information that describes the arrangement of those particles? Where does it go?
Hawking's description of this process was that the energy remains, but the information disappears.
For many years, for decades, people wondered, is Hawking right? Is the information obliterated and disappears from the universe, or is it still there and perhaps can be in some way retrieved?
The destruction of information was counterintuitive, and it didn't match the rest of the things we knew. In all parts of physics, we had a situation where information doesn't get destroyed. So it was a bit puzzling.
This debate furiously went back and forth up through the 80s and into the 90s when people finally began to articulate this new principle, this holographic principle. And what it said is that all the things that were falling inside a black hole were somehow captured in a preserved image at the horizon itself.
So if the information is not lost on the surface, the information is not lost inside because they are equivalent.
All the information about those objects, what they were like in their three-dimensional existence, was preserved or encoded on the surface of the black hole. And that's a little bit like a hologram.
Well, that suggests that maybe that idea may apply more broadly to the universe as a whole. Maybe the three-dimensional objects, us, everything in the world around us, maybe all of the information in these objects is carried, is smeared around a distant two-dimensional surface that surrounds us, and we're just in some sense a holographic projection of that distant data.
The holographic principle tells us something quite astonishing. It says that our ideas of volume, of the real world in a sense, might be a kind of illusion.
You can't mention simulation theory without mentioning the Matrix movies.
People were going crazy over it. The Matrix was real.
We are living in a simulation. We are being inhabited by some sort of player.
It's a game.
A world without rules and controls.
What's the point of all this?
Everyone is fake.
I am not a body at all. I am the code. I am a string of numbers constantly replicating in some vibration.
None of this is real.
I'm going to show these people what you don't want them to see.
Now let's see if we can't figure out what you are, my little friend. And where you come from.
I saw part of the message.
I seem to have found it.
General Kenobi, years ago you served my father in the Clone Wars. Now he begs you to help him in his struggle against the Empire. I regret that I am unable to present my father's request to you in person, but my ship has fallen under attack, and I'm afraid my mission to bring you to Alderaan has failed. I have placed information vital to the survival of the rebellion into the memory systems of this R2 unit. My father will know how to retrieve it. You must see this droid safely delivered to him on Alderaan. This is our most desperate hour. Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi. You're my only hope.
세상이란 놈이 중감기 덕분에 둘러보는 먼지 사이 꾀감기 넘어진 채 청하는 엇박자의 춤 겨울이 오면 내 시작 더 뜨거운 손 그렇지 보이지 않는 결국에 난 가만히 내쉬지 않아 잠시 두 눈을 감아 감히 내 손을 잡아
Damn, that's a whole hologram. Damn.